To be honest, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to have time for everything if you're doing things correctly. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this beautiful weather. It is Sunday today that I'm recording this, so this video will be out in a week. So I hope that when this video is out, it's still gonna be a nice weather. But if not, then well, grab your coffee and enjoy this video, this coffee chat, where I spoil my tricks, how I have time for literally everything that I want in 24 hours, in 7 days, in a month, whatever. So the first thing that I do is I try to build a routine over my week. I try to think about what I want to do this week. Okay, so I include my hobbies, my family, my relationship, work, obviously, traveling time, commuting, whatever. Everything that I know, I try to just picture what I have to do. Most of the time, it's the same stuff. I have to work, so that's fine. I have to commute to work, that's fine. I have to go to the gym. I have to do social media. I spend time with my family. I spend time in my relationship. And sometimes I spend time with my friends. I also like to, for example, read sometimes or just, journal, things like that. But the first thing that you need to do to make sure that you have time for everything is that you know exactly what you need to do. What do I need to have time for this week? The second thing is to block your time, like block your agenda. This doesn't seem always effective because sometimes stuff can happen. I can tell you today is Sunday, I can tell you that Monday I want to go to the gym. Okay, so I put in my agenda, Monday after work, I go to the gym. But say, I don't feel so good, I don't want to go, my train was late, so I got home hours later, that's fine. Just because you block something, it doesn't mean you must do it, but it's just kind of like for you to see that, okay, I have to do this. And then if you are in the mood, you do it. If not, then it's fine. Doing hobbies and blocking time for hobbies is more for you to be aware of what you have to do, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. And I think that's very useful because most of the time I go home from work and I'm like, I just want to chill. I just want to chill and I don't want to go anywhere. And then I see my agenda, oh no, I have gym later. Okay, to be honest, I kind of feel like going to the gym. If I didn't have that in my agenda, I wouldn't have gone, right? But if I see it and I'm like, you know what, I just really don't feel like going, then I'm just not gonna go because it's not something I'm forced to do. It's something that I choose to do when I want to do. But being exposed to it, seeing it on the agenda, it makes me kind of more motivated. Also, if you block your agenda and you block things that you want to do, you're gonna see how much actual free time you have, how much time you spend on your hobbies. For example, gym for me is not necessarily free time because I want to force myself to go, so I go. And then, for example, if I see, okay, I already went to the gym 3 times this week, so today I can just relax, I can just read. That's more kind of a free time because I do that not as a priority in my hobbies, but more like if I have time. But gym is, for example, more higher priority than reading, or social media is higher priority than journaling, something like this. The third thing, as I said, I prioritize. So even if you have like 5 hobbies, let's say, you can still choose what's important. Gym is important for me because I sit a lot for my job and for social media. So for me, moving is very important. I would rather go to the gym than read after I sat literally at my computer for 8 hours a day. If I'm really tired, I try still to go for a walk, which is not equal to the gym, but you still move. And then my second priority, for example, is social media because I like doing that. So then I would rather do social media than read. But sometimes, life happens, right? Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. Sometimes you just don't feel motivated. Then it's fine to not prioritize those relatively active hobbies and more focus on something that is also going to relax you, because hobbies also need to fill you up, relax you, make you happy. If I don't want to go to the gym, I'm not going to force myself every single day. The fourth one is actually super good. And I started to do that literally, I think like 2 weeks ago. But it's so powerful that I just thought I would share it in this video. Is that, for example, when you come home from work, a lot of people just be like, do I want to go to the gym or not? And then they start thinking about it, do I want to go? Instead of asking this question, do I want to go to the gym? I start to ask myself, at what time am I going to the gym? I don't make it an option, but more like I have to do it, and the only option I can choose is that at what time I want to do that. And what I realized with this one is that I don't waste time thinking about when and if I want to do that. I only waste time thinking about, if it's at 5 or 6. But I don't waste time thinking about, do I want to go? And this is very powerful because if it's an option for you, you will lean towards, I don't want to go. But if you say, okay, what time should I go? Why am I thinking about it? Just get up and go to the gym. I will be so much more motivated if I just ask like, okay, I still have to go to the gym. It's not an option, but what time do I want to go? Okay, let's go like literally right now, because I'm still wasting time thinking about when I want to go instead of already going to the gym. This is so powerful, and I really want to use this technique with a lot of other stuff that I'm sometimes like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then the next day I'm like, I wish I did this yesterday, but it's fine. So this really helps me because now I don't waste my time. Do I want to do it today? But more like, okay, what time are we going to do that? Because it's a must. And if you really, really, really don't feel like doing it, because that can also happen, that's also fine. You just don't do it. That's normal. And the last one is my favorite. It's not my favorite. I really don't like it. But I mean, this is something I do not have control over, is that I replan things when life happens. So your boss plans another meeting at 6. Your train is late and then you're gonna be home 2 hours later. You don't feel like doing that thing today, so you think, okay, but I still have to do this, so when am I gonna do that? Stuff can happen, and that's normal. I'm very bad with changes, so for me, it's very hard to accept that, yeah, I wanted to do something today, but my train got late and I wasted 1 hour waiting for the next one. I could have done so many things in that 1 hour, but I mean, I'm on a station. I cannot go to the gym if I'm not home. I cannot record a video if I'm at a station, So then what I do is, instead of panicking and thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna quit my membership at the gym because I never have time to go, or I'm just not gonna read this book because I never have time to finish it, I think to myself, okay, then instead of going to the gym today when I'm already gonna be home at like 8 because my train was late, I will do something else, which I planned for tomorrow or the day after. And then tomorrow, hopefully, the train will come on time. Then I can do what I planned for that day. It's kind of like, instead of panicking and thinking that I want to quit everything because my life is a disaster, you just replan things, because life will always happen and stuff will happen the way you don't want them to happen. So instead of panicking, you just sit down and be like, okay, I still really want to go to the gym. So if I cannot go today, I'm going to go tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I wanted to take a rest day, but I mean, then I can take it today. It's not fun, but we have to deal with this, unfortunately, especially in the Netherlands. Trains are sometimes late, but that's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this Sunday afternoon. I hope you're doing okay. If you like this video, don't forget to actually like it and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on more coffee chats. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Have an amazing week. Bye bye.